In the eerie heartland of Ohio, where shadows dance to the whispers of forgotten nightmares, my family unwittingly stepped into the clutches of a malevolent force. I am Samuel, the reluctant chronicler of our descent into a harrowing abyss, a tale that weaves through the fabric of reality and the macabre unknown. It all began innocently enough, a promotion for my father, a seemingly generous pay raise, and the promise of a new beginning. Little did we know that our newfound haven would become a haunted mansion, concealing secrets darker than the foreboding clouds that perpetually loomed overhead. The mansion, a foreboding silhouette against the gray Ohio sky, stood as a testament to the horrors that festered within. Its crumbling facade hinted at a malevolent history, as if the walls themselves harbored the echoes of tortured souls. Our excitement turned to trepidation as we crossed the threshold into an abyss where time seemed to stand still. During the chaotic move, I stumbled upon a door, veiled in shadows, that seemed to defy logic, a locked attic door with no key in sight. An unsettling chill gripped my spine as I questioned my mother about it, only to find her as perplexed as I was. The realtor had conveniently omitted any mention of an attic, leaving us to unlock the door to our own doom. As the days unfolded, the mansion's malevolence manifested in subtle whispers, cold drafts that carried ghostly murmurs, and an unshakable feeling of being watched. The attic door, a portal to the unknown, taunted me with its secrets, leaving my curiosity teetering on the edge of dread. The first night of true horror arrived on a stormy Friday. Seeking solace in a marathon of old horror movies, I set up my camera to document the eerie ambience for my YouTube channel. The mansion creaked and groaned in harmony with the chilling tales on screen, but it was the scratching above that shattered the illusion of normalcy. With bated breath, I investigated the source of the malevolent sound. The attic door loomed overhead, locked and sealed. As the scratching intensified, so did the shadows that danced menacingly across the walls. The malevolence within seemed to synchronize with my every move, creating a terrifying symphony that resonated through the haunted halls. Determined to unravel the mysteries within, I embarked on a paranormal investigation, camera in hand. The scratching led me to the attic door, and as I touched the cold metal, a surge of otherworldly energy sent shivers down my spine. The door remained locked, concealing the horrors that lurked behind its ancient surface. Days turned into restless nights, each one a descent into the heart of darkness. The scratching persisted, a relentless reminder that malevolence had taken residence in the hidden corners of our mansion. Armed with a crowbar and a desperate need for answers, I ascended the dimly lit staircase to confront the secrets that lurked in the forbidden attic. As I approached the door, the air grew thick with an oppressive heat, and the scent of burning embers filled the space. Undeterred, I pressed on, determined to breach the threshold of the unknown. With a forceful attempt to open the door, searing pain surged through my hands as flames licked the edges, threatening to consume everything in their wake. The attic was ablaze with an infernal force, a conflagration fueled by the malevolence that had taken root within. Panic set in as I raced to evacuate my family, the camera capturing the chaos that unfolded. But when the firefighters arrived, their disbelief and stern warnings left me questioning the very fabric of reality. According to them, there was no attic, a cruel denial that echoed through the haunted corridors of our mansion. As the flames were extinguished, the attic door stood unscathed, a gateway to a realm beyond the comprehension of mortal minds. Night after night, the malevolence within our mansion unleashed a torrent of horrors. Growls resonated through the walls, phantom taps on windows echoed in the silence, blood-curdling screeches pierced the night, and unexplainable disturbances manifested in the very fabric of our reality. Each attempt to capture the paranormal phenomena on camera only deepened the enigma, as if the malevolent force reveled in its ability to elude scrutiny. The nightmares that haunted my sleep transcended into waking reality, a twisted dance with the supernatural. Injuries inflicted in dreams materialized on my flesh, a grotesque manifestation of a malevolent influence that sought to claim not just my sanity but my very essence. The dreams, vivid and haunting, drew me to a desolate building, a decaying relic in the heart of a forsaken field. Its halls, reminiscent of an old school long abandoned, resonated with the echoes of forgotten footsteps and distant whispers. The dreams unfolded with a relentless pursuit through dusty, broken-down hallways, pursued by an unseen terror until the break of day. The building, a nightmarish landscape of cobwebs, rotting wood, and malevolent energies, became a recurring stage for the horrors that invaded my dreams. Each encounter left me marked, wounds from the nightmare seeping into the waking world. The boundary between dreams and reality blurred, leaving me trapped in a perpetual state of dread. The relentless torment took its toll. Sleep became a battleground, and every night brought a new wave of terrors that left me exhausted and broken. Desperation set in as I sought answers from my parents, but their reluctance to acknowledge the supernatural horrors that plagued our home only fueled my isolation. Attempts to move, to escape the clutches of the malevolence, were met with resistance. My parents, seemingly ensnared by an unseen force, dismissed my pleas for sanity. Their demeanor shifted, and an unspoken darkness hung in the air whenever the attic was mentioned, a sinister secret they were unwilling to share. As the days turned into months, my once promising life unraveled. The malevolence within our mansion tightened its grip, the paranormal phenomena escalating to a crescendo of horror that seemed to feed on my fear and despair. Shadows danced in corners, whispers echoed through the halls, and the attic door stood as a menacing gateway to a realm beyond comprehension. Sleep became a luxury I couldn't afford, a realm where the malevolence claimed dominion over my very soul. The waking world mirrored the nightmares, and the line between reality and the supernatural blurred into a tapestry of terror. Haunted and desperate, I turned to the online community for guidance, sharing my harrowing experiences with those who dared to listen. The response was a mix of skepticism and genuine concern, with viewers offering an array of theories, from malevolent spirits to ancient curses that had latched onto our family. Armed with the collective wisdom of the online community, I delved deeper into the mysteries that surrounded our haunted mansion. I explored forgotten archives, seeking tales of the paranormal that resonated with our plight. The more I uncovered, the clearer it became that our home was a nexus of malevolence, a convergence point for forces that defied the laws of the natural world. In my quest for answers, I discovered the tragic history of the mansion, an unspeakable darkness that had claimed the lives of those who had dared to call it home. A malevolent entity, fueled by unresolved pain and suffering, sought solace in tormenting the living, an eternal cycle of horror that transcended time. Armed with this newfound knowledge, I confronted my parents, demanding the truth that had eluded us for far too long. Their expressions twisted with a mixture of guilt and fear as the secrets they harbored came to light. The mansion, it seemed, was a vessel for a malevolent force that fed on the anguish of its inhabitants. The attic, a gateway to a dimension beyond our understanding, served as a focal point for the entity's insatiable hunger. Attempts to move were thwarted by the malevolence itself, as if the very fabric of the mansion resisted any escape. My parents, once ensnared by the malevolence, pleaded for forgiveness. They had been drawn to the mansion by a dark force, lured by promises of prosperity and bliss. Oblivious to the horrors that awaited them, they became unwitting vessels for the entity, ensnared in a web of despair that transcended the boundaries of the living and the dead. As the truth unraveled, so did the malevolence that gripped our lives. Armed with the knowledge bestowed upon me by the online community and the tragic history of the mansion, I embarked on a perilous journey to confront the entity that sought to claim our souls. The attic door, once an impenetrable barrier, now beckoned me with an eerie invitation. Armed with relics of protection and the collective strength of those who believed in our plight, I ascended the haunted staircase one final time. The air thickened with an oppressive energy as I approached the door, the malevolence within responding to my presence. With a resolute determination, I forced the door open, revealing a realm of darkness that defied description. The entity, a swirling mass of despair and malevolence, writhed within the void, its insatiable hunger reaching out to claim my very essence. Armed with relics and the strength of those who believed, I confronted the entity in a battle that transcended the boundaries of the mortal realm. As the battle raged, the mansion itself seemed to groan and shudder, resisting the expulsion of the malevolence that had festered within its walls for untold centuries. Shadows danced in protest, and the air crackled with an otherworldly energy as the entity fought to maintain its dominion. With a final surge of collective strength, the entity was banished, its anguished wails echoing through the haunted halls. The mansion, once a bastion of despair, began to crumble as the malevolence that had ensnared us dissipated into the void. As the darkness receded, the mansion stood silent, a crumbling testament to the horrors that had unfolded within. The attic door, once a gateway to the unknown, now hung ajar, revealing an emptiness that echoed with the remnants of a malevolence that had been vanquished. The nightmare that had plagued us for months had come to an end, but the scars it left behind were etched into the very fabric of our lives. The online community that had supported us throughout our ordeal continued to share their own stories of survival and triumph, a testament to the strength that could be found in unity. Our haunted journey, documented on my YouTube channel, became a cautionary tale for those who dared to tread into the realms of the supernatural. The mansion, now a dilapidated relic, served as a stark reminder that some horrors were best left undisturbed, their secrets buried in the shadows of forgotten nightmares. As I stand amidst the ruins of our haunted mansion, I can't help but feel a sense of closure. The malevolence that once claimed dominion over our lives has been banished, and the darkness that once clung to the walls has dissipated into the void. Our journey, a descent into the heart of horror, has come full circle, leaving us with a newfound appreciation for the fragility of the boundary between the living and the dead. The scars, both physical and emotional, serve as a reminder that the supernatural is not to be trifled with. Our haunted mansion, now a desolate relic, stands as a testament to the strength of those who dared to confront the unknown. The malevolence may have been banished, but the echoes of our haunted journey will linger in the haunted corridors of our memories, a chilling reminder of the thin veil that separates the living from the dead. And so, as the sun sets on the desolate ruins of our haunted mansion, I offer this tale as a cautionary whisper to those who seek to unravel the mysteries of the supernatural. Some secrets are best left buried in the shadows, their truths concealed in the depths of forgotten nightmares. The malevolence may have been banished, but the scars it left behind are etched into the very fabric of our existence, a chilling testament to the horror that lurks beyond the veil of the unknown. Subscribe now and become a part of our community of brave souls who dare to confront the unknown. Hit that notification bell to ensure you never miss a riddle that will haunt your dreams and awaken the dormant fears within. Whispers in the darkness await you, but be warned, once you enter, there's no turning back.